I must first admit that if a book was ever to be written about this journey, I think the introduction, the preface should be written by the County of Kiambu from the statistics that we saw here, Your Excellency. Number two, Your Excellency, but at least the saving grace is that it also showed through the statistics that Kiambu County has taken the most robust steps. And I want to congratulate the team, the security team from Kiambu, Your Excellency, as I make my remarks, because it has shown that our people have been very, very robust and active in this fight. Your Excellency, when we were young men and when we were hunting, instead of waiting for the rabbit in the forest and chase it, mostly would go to the den. Or if you want to trap a rodent, we would not wait for it and chase it through the woods. We would go to the nest or the hole and trap it from there. It makes work easy. Your Excellency, the first focus that I would want to say is a takeaway and a proposal from myself as the governor of Kiambu, having been the most afflicted. Your Excellency, is that the primary focus should be entirely on the source, the manufacturers, those that go to distribute. And Your Excellency, we have very good comparison here. Number one, the reason why the provincial administration and the police have, at least to a certain extent, succeeded is because when they got to target the illicit brews that are brewed within our areas, they go to the source. You see their photos at the rivers, spilling it. You see them in dens, spilling it. But when it comes to the bigger menace, as shown by the statistics, which is now those bottled counterfeits and concoctions, those ones are done in factories and protected areas. And they are brought with the protected means like trucks and lorries, Your Excellency. When they come here, we try to fight them from the shops, from the wines and spirits areas, and they are already widely distributed. If our focus, Your Excellency, would be entirely on the source where they're coming from, such that when they go and they're moving, we would have already ensured that we have taken a robust step in control, Your Excellency. Number two, Your Excellency, my last thought and proposal is that understandably, and as you have explained in other fora, the judiciary cannot be here for obvious reasons. But it's also acknowledged that indeed the missing critical pin or cog in this matrix is the judiciary. And Your Excellency, the frustration that the judiciary is or has been well spelled out. It is you arrest these people, once you arrest them, you take them there, they are charged peanuts or fined peanuts, and tomorrow they are back to their trade. So Your Excellency, I have a proposal, again arising from the many endeavors and engagements that we have had, and the majority leader of the National Assembly touched on it a little. Your Excellency, what we intend to see or would want to see is a punitive process or an expensive process, Your Excellency, that makes it deterrent. I'll give an example with your permission. The reason why, Your Excellency, in Dubai, there is almost zero enforcement of crime is because it is so expensive to commit even a traffic offense, such that it is in itself a deterrent. If you jump traffic lights in Dubai, your fine is 10,000 dirhams. So you say that 10,000 dirhams times 30 Kenya shillings, that's the fine for jumping traffic lights. And so you will find people obeying without even anyone watching, because when the camera clicks you, then you prepare 30,000 dirhams. Your Excellency, our proposal would be as such that because we are not able to go and enforce inside the judiciary, how do you find these people? With the proposal that the majority leader was making, that indeed, and that was also my thought, that we should have one national legislation that cuts across, and I think also my chair proposed the same, such that then we have those standards in that legislation, Your Excellency. We would be proposing that we make fines for offenses relating to this abuse of the ingrained law, Your Excellency, is so expensive that an offender will find it easier to follow. And that way, Your Excellency, we would have some sense of compliance, at least from our end, initiated from our legislature, Your Excellency. And at least because the judiciary will follow the law that has been passed and proposed by the National Assembly, they may not have any other escape but to apply the law as it is. Your Excellency, my thoughts are that if we did that, then at least we would have made those 2 steps towards ensuring that this is curbed. I'm one of the big victims in this, Your Excellency. In almost 80% of the towns in Kiambu, if you stop there, and Your Excellency, I remember we were with you a few days ago, weeks ago, and you even expressed your dismay that even when you stopped briefly in traffic at Ruaka, you could see activities of vending when you're inside your car. Imagine how it is like for those that live there. And so, Your Excellency, I want to appreciate, as the governor for Kiambu, and with my colleagues here, with the effort that you've taken, and I'm sure that with our team, we are going to do our best, put our best foot forward, and ensure that this fight is won. And as you've started it, Your Excellency, I want to say thank you for this opportunity, and I believe that we are going to work together and succeed together. Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you, Governor. Our next speaker